Hi, I'm Megan M. from allabunchofmomsense.com, and today I am vlogging my 5-question Friday because I have 1,000 other things that I need to do, and this is a little bit faster sometimes until you can't figure out how to get the lighting right, which was my challenge for the last 5 minutes, by which time I probably could have just typed this all up. If you are not familiar with 5-Question Friday, head on over to 5crookedhalos.blogspot.com. That is the My Little Life blog from Mama M, who has put together this lovely little Friday adventure that we get to play with. And there will be a link as well, so be sure to check that out. It's pretty straightforward. You have 5 questions. We provide our answers. Everybody links up. It's a great way to learn a little bit more about a lot of our other bloggers. So, question number 1. What is the most physically painful thing that has ever happened to you? The absolute most physically painful thing that has ever happened to me is I completely blew out my back in April this year. I have a pretty good pain threshold, really, and this was beyond unreal for me. I could not walk, I could not stand up, I could not lay down, I could not sit, I could not function. Tax season was not over, so I could swallow a handful of Aleve and do my very best, and thanks to the help of a fantastic chiropractor, I am back up and running. But I definitely had a bulging disc, possibly ruptured. We did not go full force into an MRI. We just kind of started the treatment process, and that was officially the most horrific pain. Weeks of not being able to function. So that was bad. How much sleep do you get at night? I don't know how well you can see. Well, I'm looking here, and I'm thinking you can see them pretty well. These lovely, very dark circles that I pack around under my eyes, especially if I don't wear makeup. And why I'm vlogging on a day when I don't have any makeup on is beyond me, but that's what you get. I don't get enough sleep. I don't know any moms that really do get enough sleep. And it depends on how late I've stayed up trying to catch up on my blog reading as to how much sleep I actually get. We are able to sleep till about 7 in the morning, between 6:30 and 7. There are a lot of nights that by 10:30 or 11 I'm in bed. There are a lot of nights that it's 1 or 2. Here recently, I've been really sick, and there have been several nights where I've been in bed by 6:30. So, but a typical night, I probably do get about 8 hours of sleep. Well, I don't know that that's even really a fair statement, because I go to bed, but then I lay there and I'll read a book, or watch television, or something like that. So, probably closer to about 6 hours of sleep, I would say, of actual sleeping. So. How long did you believe in Santa Claus, and how did you find out he does not exist? Okay. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Santa Claus is very real. I hear the bell jingle. Don't you people watch the Polar Express? I distinctly remember hearing my parents one year. I don't remember exactly how old I was. I think I was probably, I'm going to say I was probably about 7. That just feels like it's about the right time frame. But I remember hearing my parents struggling to assemble something one night on Christmas Eve, and I think that was kind of sealed the deal for it, for me. What was the last movie you saw in a theater? Well, does the drive-in count? Because that totally makes a big difference for me. Because the last movie I went into an actual movie theater and saw was one of the Lord of the Rings, and quite possibly the very first one. It would have been like January of 2002. Literally was like the last time I went to a movie theater, because it's expensive and I'm too cheap for that. We do haul everybody over to the drive-in. We usually try and go at least once in the summer, just because it's kind of nice. But with this whole daylight savings thing, let's just take a moment, because there's been a lot of Twitter feed about daylight savings and the transition that we all had to make this last weekend. And you have to understand that for some of us, it's even harder than it is for others of you. I'm in Indiana, and we didn't even do this whole daylight savings thing until just a few years ago. We just left our clocks alone. Because I got news for daylight saving. I was corrected on this earlier this year. It's daylight saving time. Newsflash. You're not changing the amount of daylight. Okay? There is a set amount of daylight. It's kind of an elemental thing. And I am of the opinion that if you would like to have more daylight, be awake when it is available. If you are okay with there not being much daylight, then stay asleep. Whatever. Stop jacking with the clocks. You're not changing anything except screwing up our own heads. That's stupid. That being said, now that we are on this daylight saving time thing in the summertime, even going to the drive-in is really kind of a nightmare because the movies don't even start till almost 10 o'clock. And they're always double features. And so by the time the second movie's over, it's 2 or 3 in the morning. And I'm too old for that. So on that tirade, let's just go back to leaving the clocks alone now. Okay? The last question, what do you wear to bed? I have some really fabulous, super soft cotton lounge pants that are like, they're like a flannel, I guess, more than even just a cotton. And they are fabulous, and I love them. And I wear those a lot, or I also have I have a lot of different pajamas. Just, you know, I wear a long pant type pajama because I am cold all of the time. And so I like to be very warm and snuggly when I am all curled up in my bed. I do have some, I repeat, we're really cheap. So in the summertime a lot, we won't have the air on necessarily. So I do have some shorts and stuff like that I'll wear, like boxer shorts and stuff that I'll wear at bedtime. And then just whatever t-shirt, probably whatever t-shirt I wore that day, unless I was doing something like mowing the grass and the t-shirt is gross, or a tank top. But I just have some like sleep clothes type stuff. So that is my 5 questions and answers and random sidebar tirades. Again, be sure to play along. Check everybody else's posts out. There are some awesome, awesome people who play with 5 Question Friday. And we'd love to have you be one of them. So be sure to check out the link. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great weekend.